Howdy all Moglax Lives. I think it's time to play a little Minecraft. Alright. I was spending a little time down here getting some XP since I lost all my stuff and I need to re-enchant, but I think I think I'm just gonna go ahead and make some gold armor here, maybe if I have enough gold. And we're going to head back in and see if I can't find some netherite. I definitely have enough gold. Do you think I need a full suit of gold armor? Or is it just a chest piece? I don't know. I don't know. I have 12 things of 12 blocks of diamond ore. I definitely need to get a new fortune pick. So my hope is that, wow, all the times I go the wrong way, and then this time I turn around and go the wrong way, which is the opposite of the way that I was gonna go. Totally should have taken my thingy. So, I don't know what we're gonna talk about. Today was the final episode of my D&D campaign videos. I I don't know how many sessions it worked out to be, but it was 138 episodes, all ranging in the hour to 4 hour range. I don't know if there's any 4 hour episodes, but I know the last couple were like 2 hours each. I tried to clip them when they were done with a particular thing that was going on. Uh, so like our final sessions was this massive battle, right? And so one episode is up to the point where we killed one of the boss type dudes, and then the the second was just the rest of the fighting. Torches. I did not bring torches. Whoops. Well, I got some. Oh, that scared me. I got some cobblestone on me here. Oh yeah, look at that. They don't hate me. Alright, so here's the deal, is I need to get down as low as possible. I'm pretty sure I didn't bring any of the stuff that would make that easy. Because why would I bring supplies for doing what I need to do? I need down there. So I guess we're gonna have to go back here. And let's, I don't want to get too far from my base, right? Because that's just dumb. So what we'll do is, I'll go this way. But yeah, it was a little bittersweet. Not gonna lie. I definitely miss the game. I mean, I play other D&D, but that was my first big campaign that I played in, right? And I maybe didn't enjoy all of it, but I enjoyed good chunks of it. Um, I know our DM said that he was thinking of starting it back up, but the uh, the group won't be the same because uh, real life issues got involved and the group basically broke up. So if we do pick back up, um, it'll at least not be the entire group. And I did submit that I would be willing to play two characters if we needed it, although I don't think we do. But it would be nice if we had a thief type. I don't like going into a campaign without some lock picking, and we're like level 12, and actually had a character who I could easily adapt to this storyline, I think, and so I told him I could play my thief. She'd fit right in. Uh, would basically wind up being similar to her storyline in the campaign she's from. Uh, and so, yeah, I think we got pretty close. That's good and out of place, right? All right. How far do we make it? We are at not even. Not even. We are at 55. And I have read that. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I have read that the old Netherite is a um, diamond level kind of thing, mostly. You get angry because I placed a block, right? Man, I need over there to that nether fortress. Ooh, look at you in your fancy full suit of armor. Oh, man. Why are you on fire? I don't like that. It looks like somebody's done this before, but I didn't, I don't think. Oh, I was hoping that was right over the ground. I would have snagged all that. Um, oh yeah, look at this. This is what I need right here. All right. And now we're at 36. We are not quite there yet. The problem is that, what is that? Is that basalt? Uh, Soul sand, huh? Oh yeah, soul sand. That's weird though, right? Why is there a... That's... I mean, if this works, I'll take it. Yeah, okay. Mm, really? It's a little, sorry, I got distracted, concentrating here, trying not to get taken out. But yeah, it was definitely a fun campaign. For the most part, like I said, uh, I was thinking back on everything we had gone through to get to the end of it. All right, yeah, we're almost there. And I don't 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. Um, I know, like we started out in a tiny little village, right? And you know, I don't know if this is. I don't think this is our DM's first go round, but you know, you josh your DM around, and so we would joke with him all the time about how few people there were in his villages, and uh, uh, and how weird it was. Like, I don't know. I guess I'd like to bring it up because I do it to my current DM too. Just weird things that you come across that you're like, I don't know that it would be like that. And can I just get a little bit of netherite or something? I hope it's not like finding diamonds because I don't find diamonds that often. I guess it's supposed to be pretty rare though. It doesn't help that I don't know exactly what it looks like. I looked at a picture of it, and it didn't really help me out because they had like out in the open, and I wish I had some torches too because it's a little dark down in here. It's just all netherrack. Um, but I was trying to figure out what the deal was with the warehouse. I remember it turned into a huge thing. Some of it though, from my experience with it, I'm not a fan of super goofy ever, and we had a couple of players that wanted everything to be super goofy, and I'm not saying that that I don't necessarily participate in it a little bit, but it gets ridiculous. And um, I know the one player, he got really irate because we stopped the super goofy on him while he was trying to do something super goofy. Um, but man, they just. I remember there was one time when uh, we had like an hour-long conversation with a horse. I hated it. I hated every moment of it. It was terrible. We had uh, we had a moment where they decided to be goofy. We were trying to find this missing woman, and they decided that her mother was involved, and they refused to not believe she was involved, and they ended up pushing the old woman over. Uh, and then because the one character, his character was into woodworking, he goes through this whole thing about learning how to carve so that uh, he can make her a cane since she's old and she fell over. And and then went back to her house and forced his way back in so he could give her this cane as an apology for shoving her over. I'm just like, this is not getting us anywhere. Nothing's happening. Oh, oh, oh! Look, I think that's some netherite right there. Look at that. I found some. I don't. Does it just come in one block? Is it? Looks like it's just one block. I think you get it in. It comes out in shards, right? Um. Uh. No. Nope. Really? Okay, thanks. Check those recipes because we actually didn't give you any new recipes you can look at, but you definitely check them. Okay, we must be under Crimson Forest because I can see the little spore spots popping out. Uh, and then like I don't know, it was another time where they um, I remember the horse thing just drove me crazy, and uh, talking to the dog all the time, using spells to talk to dogs, and I'm just not a fan of the goofy. And yeah, putting up those last couple episodes, we had some pretty fun epic moments. Um, I know like one of the big ones for me was we toward the end of the campaign, we got an actual like storyline going. So like before that, it was just fairly unrelated things up to that point, and so it'd be like, oh, my caravans have gone missing. Please go find out what it was, and then we go and we do that, and then it's this woman's gone missing, but it's not related to the caravans at all. And so we went all over the place. We did a bunch of stuff. And eventually we hit the storyline, or our DM came up with a storyline, and they the I was trying to think of how it started. We went and we did something, and when we came back, oh, I thought I had hit the spawn. I can't block that one off, I guess. And so when we came back, the dang it, it's when we came back, the whole city is under webbing, and so I'm like, oh well, I know what that means. That means drow, and uh, but I don't know if my character knows what that means, and so there's a lot of knowing all the things that I know and trying not to use what I know, um, versus what my character would know, and so we did run into a little bit of trying not to know things while completely knowing what was going on, and so that was one of those instances. We came back and I'm like, oh, it's the drow. This is gonna be so much fun. He didn't really play the drow up the way I was expecting them because I had been reading books um, about that particular group, and so um, his drow weren't quite the same as the ones I had been reading about. Well, I guess let's take this back anyways and see what we get from it. I don't like that my luck is holding true because I definitely was hoping to get more than one block of it. I don't know if more than one block is enough. Or I don't know if one block is enough to do anything. Like I don't know how this netherite stuff works at all. I know it upgrades diamond things, but that's about all I know about it, so oof, I definitely need to branch over because this is a long path. Uh, but so we did go in and we discovered that they were trying to open portals to release ancient evil things on the world, and so we did run into that was the big storyline for us at the end. Oh crap. Thanks, guy, for being super annoying. I don't know why I'm doing it that way, but and let's just keep going this. Will you stop doing that? Why are you placing it so high? I understand. You know you gotta jump on it. Yeah, that's close enough. And so, we get in there where we fight those guys and we stop them. And somewhere in there, we got the information that there was another group doing the same thing, And so we follow them, and we stop them, and then eventually it leads us to a whole nother continent than the one we were on. And when we got over there, we discovered that this whole city's been wiped out, basically, to get the power to open the portal to release something. And so in the process of trying to stop that, we had a big fight out in a castle, and one of the people escaped, like just as I was about to kill him, and then he killed me, and then he got away, and so I was pretty bummed about that, and so we tried to find him, and we couldn't find him, and um, and then uh, we followed the first person who had taken over the castle down into some catacombs, and then he's down there, and so this time he cast this hold person spell, and hold person makes it so that you can't move, and so he locked me up so that I couldn't move, and so then I was basically trapped the whole fight, which is super annoying. And then at the end of it, we found out that he was attacking this other city, and so when we went there, he had wrapped up the somehow got an ancient red dragon involved in his plans, which is super powerful being, way over our heads. And okay, so I've got this thing, this blast furnace. Does it work in a blast furnace? It does. Okay, and it spits out netherite scrap. Okay. Netherite. Yeah, it's not in there. That's not a thing. Okay, you know what, game? Stop telling me that you got recipes when you won't show me the recipes. Also, what do you mean you're showing me all when you show me nothing? Okay. So there's no recipes in here for this. Okay, let's see if I can figure out this netherite. And by figure out, I mean find on the list here and click on it so it can tell me what to do with it. Right? Ancient debris can be refined in netherite scrap. Alright. Netherite scrap is used to make netherite ingots. Netherite ingots are, oh wow, 4 scrap and 4 gold make 1 ingot of netherite. That's crazy. But then you only need 1 ingot of netherite to do up your diamond tools. But that's crazy. I found 1 of those. Wow. I gotta find 5 more of those. That's insane. That's a lot. Let's go see if there's a good whack worth of guys down here. Ooh, it sounds like it. Oh, yeah, no, I'm just 29, okay. I was thinking there would be maybe enough to push me over the 30 limit, and then I could get 1 enchanted pick, right? I mean, I guess technically I could enchant this pick now and then just hope for better later. I guess we'll do that. Let's just do that. Let me get those couple of diamonds here. Can you enchant a broken pick like this? I mean, I could just get one more diamond out, right? And make a whole new pick. It's going to cost me that much to do it. I might as well just make a new pick and enchant a new pick. We'll see how we do here. And then I'm gonna go back and dig up some more. But yeah, so it was pretty awesome to fight against that dude at the end. I totally didn't bring lapis with me. And he's on the back of a dragon, and we like go in with the airship, and the only not terrible, I guess, for gonna throw it away kind of thing. And the only thing that's really weird is like we got this guy that plays with us, right? And he runs away from everything, and it drives me crazy. And he DMs a game that I play in, and like everything we fight tries to run away, and so um, if it's not ganging up on us completely, so that there's no chance to fight it, then it's trying to run away. And things are always turning invisible and running away, or going into the floor and running away. And I'm like, it's a beast. I don't understand why a beast is trying to run away from us. I'm not leaving. I'm going this way. Thank you. And so I just I know the one time, man. So we're fighting those guys in the castle. Like I said, the first time we fought the wizard Silenor, and he, the guy on our team is also a wizard, and wizards excel at fighting big groups of people, right? And so here we are, surrounded by a big group of people, and and so the wizard, our wizard, says somebody's got to get down there and take out their wizard. And everybody needs to focus on the wizard. And so I am our fighter. I fight up close. And so I run my guy down to Silenor to try and take him out. And he's, I'm pretty sure that's the time when he's like, not that guy, the other wizard. And I'm like, you know, wizard's a wizard. So I get down to the guy, and he immediately, our wizard, uh, our wizard. Okay, my plan was to block this lava off, not start. Will you stop placing stuff? I figure I'd grab some XP. And so our wizard, as soon as I jumped down there, placing myself in the middle of all the bad guys, because he said we had to get to the wizard first, and I thought he would, you know, our wizard would step up and throw a fireball or something like that. No, no, that is not what happened. Our wizard cast uh, Dimension Door and yelled that he had an item that the bad guys would need, and then teleported himself away. Uh, and not just a little bit away, but 1,000 feet from us, outside of the castle over the edge of a cliff and then used Featherfall to gently drift to the ground, leaving all of us to fight the bad guys without our wizard. Not before he told me to leave the group and put myself in mortal harm, but after. After he said we needed to get down to this wizard. And I still can't till I get why he thought that. No, I understand the reasons why he said that that was why what he was doing. Basically, he thought they would chase him. The problem is, and here's the thing: the problem is that these guys that we were fighting had no clue what he was talking about, and they were all gathered up in prime get killed by a wizard groupings. Like they were all standing next to each other. One fireball would have hit everybody, and instead he left us there with a bunch of one-on-one people, no spell support, and in the end we had to run away. I mean, I was dead, but we had to run away, and they had to take my dead body with them. And because we jumped in there, and so that was the first fight against Silenor. Silenor actually teleported away as well before we got to that point. I forgot that I was going to move over. So let me run back here. I'm about done with this story anyways, and then we'll call it a day. And so the second time we fought Silenor was underground, and we were in this big tower that's in this giant underground cavern, and I think during that Silenor cast a disintegration spell against the wizard and failed. Meanwhile, he had also cast a paralysis spell, which is the most ridiculous stun. It's power word stun. No other spell in the game is like it, and it's ridiculous. If you don't have the appropriate spell to stop it from working, then it just works, and you can't do anything for pretty much the rest of the fight. And that was infuriating to me. And so but he tried to cast power word, or try to cast disintegrate against our wizard and failed. And so then we get to our third fight, and I'm like, okay, I've had enough of this guy. He's killed me. He's left me paralyzed. He's opening a portal for an evil being. I'm definitely going after him. And so in our final moment, our final fight, I mean, our DM had given us a bunch of people to travel with us for this specific fight, and so he said he would be overwhelmed with all the things that were going on, and he wanted some of us to control the extras. And so I had taken this cleric, and then the wizard, he took the sorceress, and because she was higher level than we were, and so he wanted access to all these spells that a high level sorceress can do, and but her thing is, and her thing always was, every time we ran into her, she loves fighting dragons, and And so I thought that that would be great because then, the wizard could concentrate on the dragon. And I bought a bunch of special potions and had a bunch of spells cast on me. And so I was going straight for the wizard who was opening the portal. And I figured I could probably take him. And if not, I could at least get him pretty close for everybody else while they were dealing with the dragon. And so the fight starts, and the wizard. I run my guy over to Silenor, and we start fighting. And then the wizard, when it gets to his turn, I left the cleric on the ship with everybody else because they're going to be fighting a giant red dragon. We had an airship, so we could fight it while we were in the sky. And so our wizard is like, isn't this guy that guy who that one time tried to cast Disintegrate on me and it didn't work? And the DM's like, yeah. And he's like, oh, well, I hate that guy then. And so he takes both characters and does everything he can to try and go around the dragon to get to the wizard. And I'm like, dude, you need to be taking out the dragon. And he's like, oh, but my guy hates that guy. I'm like, because one time he tried to do something to you, he's killed me twice and stunned me twice. I'm like, there's a reason that my guy really wants. Yeah, but he tried to disintegrate me. I'd have been dead. I'm like, we couldn't get to him. He couldn't get to him anyways, and so he basically just wasted like 3 turns trying to avoid getting in the dragon's space so that he could get to the wizard. I charged directly into the dragon's space and nearly died for it. I think the dragon knocked me down to 1 hit point, and then the fly spell that I had on got knocked off, and so I fell. And when I hit the ground, I had cast this, had the cleric cast protection from death, which when you take damage, it knocks you below 1 hit point. It sets you at 1 hit point, and so falling technically killed me. But that spell saved me, and it left me alive long enough to take out Silenor. And yeah, so I always remember that's just one of those things. I'm just like, why would your guy even? I don't understand. Like, we came up with a plan. You were there for the planning. You got the woman who goes after dragons, and now that we're in the fight, you circumnavigate the dragon so that neither of your characters is in range of the dragon, but you also don't do anything because you don't want the dragon to know you're there because you're trying to get to the wizard that I'm already at and fighting. Meanwhile, the dragon breathes 1 time on the ship and kills the captain of the ship and half of our party in 1 attack, and our wizard is off, invisible, on the side of the map, trying to stay out of the dragon's range, so that he can fight the wizard he feels slighted him. Um, yeah. Yeah, we still have good-natured arguments about his ideas of strategy in that game to this day. But yeah, it was a good time. It's been a year. No, it's been a year and a half. October 31st of 2018 was the last day we played. We played one more session after that, but it wasn't with everybody, and it wasn't using our normal format, so I'm not going to record anymore. But man, I'd love to find a cave down in here. I'd love to find some more netherite. I just needed 4 pieces. I mean, I guess at least I found one, right? Hey, look at that. We made it to level 30. Alright, well with that, I'm going to call it a day. So click like if you like, subscribe, share, and catch the next one. And I will talk to you later.